This short video provides a tour of the new Lightning UI for clearMDM. With version 2 of clearMDM, all application use cases are now fully Lightning compatible. So let's start the tour here on the App Launcher page, and we can see immediately we have a MDM data stewardship app listed alongside the sales, call center, marketing apps, and whatever custom applications are there. And we can see therefore the icon is consistent and styled consistently with the standard application icons. For convenience during this tour, I've added a custom navigation menu that groups together some of the key functions from within the clearMDM application. So let's start with the MDM Home option. First thing to note is that all of the custom pages are fully responsive to the expand and collapse behavior of the navigation menu. All custom pages also are fully compliant with the Salesforce Lightning Design System guidelines and the CSS framework in respect to typography, color palette, accessibility, layouts, responsive behavior, and so on and so forth. Some good examples here on the page, the MDM home page we're looking at. We have the Salesforce font, the Salesforce, the correct coloring of the text that's being displayed here. From a component perspective, we have an activity timeline, which is a new interaction style that's fairly prevalent across the Lightning Experience UI. Okay, so let's move forward to matching test. So this is a function that allows us to search for records within the system. So we can see there the Lightning style spinner, which is indicating system activity to the end user. I'll also use this page to demonstrate the responsive nature of the pages in terms of not only the form inputs are responsive, but also the data tables, any tabular displays are fully responsive. Finally, on this page, I'll show an example of the error behavior. So any kind of errors in the UI, we're using the guidelines from the Lightning Design System in terms of how to highlight and notify the user of any errors within the UI. So let's move forward to the jobs page, and the jobs page introduces tabular displays of data. So we've got scheduled jobs, completed jobs. We have again the Lightning style spinner in place here with for refreshers and so forth. And again, the page is fully responsive. As the dimensions are changing, the page layout is changing to optimize the available screen space. And again, it's responsive fully to the navigation menu. So let's jump ahead again to the settings page and call out a few examples here. So first thing to look at is the user assistance. So we have pop-ups and tooltip style pop-up of additional information to help the end user in terms of understanding the individual fields that are listed. It's a fairly standard affordance technique. We also have a tabular display or tabs that are providing a structure to the information presented. And where we're using tabular layouts, or a data table in this case, actions are provided via a drop-down menu toward the right-hand side in the final column of the table, which again is a very common technique across the Lightning Experience UI. So let me just jump across to one or two final examples. So we look at an individual account record. clearMDM allows us to do a real-time search for any matches from a starting point of a given record. So here, if we do a search from Whitco Corporation, we can find any matches that exist within the data set. Here we found an ERP company. Quickly save that match group. We can navigate to the group. Let's just clear a bit of space here. You can start to look at the match analysis that shows how the field by field scoring was calculated and how what the match type has been for this particular record, and all of this is illustrative of the completeness of the and consistency, I think, of the approach we've taken with getting the clearMDM product Lightning ready. I guess the final step, just for completeness, is the merge step. So here we can actually start to merge records and bring records together to create a master record. So let me just step back from that fairly quick example and let's navigate back to the original account record that we looked at. So final couple of points. So the hierarchy viewer, let's just pick here the standard account parent hierarchy. So we've got some nice Lightning friendly icons in use there in the hierarchy view, and if we look at the child records, this is where we're able to visualize groupings of child records across different levels within our hierarchy. We can start to see this is all fully Lightning compatible and fully implementing the Lightning CSS framework. Okay, so let me just show one final example. So if we move to the account tab and have a quick look at the point of entry protection, we've overridden the new account button, and anytime a user wishes to create a brand new account, then they are forced to start to search first, and in this case we can see we have accounts and ERP companies set up as data sources, and the search will go across those data sources and identify any matches and so on and so forth. And I guess there's a pretty basic final example there. We can see again for one last time the responsive behavior of the pages. And let me just go back to the home page from there. So just to summarize, all functional use cases of clearMDM have been updated to achieve a high degree of compatibility with the Salesforce Lightning design system. The pages themselves, from a technical perspective, are multi-purpose. So if a user is working within Salesforce Classic, then they will get a Classic view. If they're working within Lightning Experience, they get a Lightning view. So it's that multi-purpose style of delivery has been implemented there to make sure that the product works for all end users. And with that, I thank you.